everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Petra and hello 2019 as well. I hope you guys have had a good start to your year. This end, it has been a little crazy. I have been applying for this program in Spain that I want to do, and I've been trying to find other jobs that will work because the post office wasn't going to work for me while I was like preparing to leave this next year and all this. So anyways, trying to figure that whole story out. And other than that, yeah, it's just been off to a okay start. So today I am going to do just my basic foundation look in this video. I have changed my foundation routine a little bit because I am tired of, I don't know, when I go out and I just feel like I put more makeup on and it just looks kind of cakey. So this video I'm going to focus on just using a little touch of foundation and some concealer. I'm kind of trying to find like a new foundation that works for me, but it'll probably be like a BB or CC cream just because I like the more lightweight products. I don't like the heavy caked on face. And I feel like when you start to get into your like 30s and 40s and older, your skin starts to change a little bit, and I've noticed that mine has started to change a little bit as well, and it just doesn't, like, foundations and stuff don't sit on it the same or soak in the same. So I am very dry as well, so I'm trying to find foundations that are very moisturizing and make me still look like I have more of that glow. So without me blabbing any further, let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so the first thing before I do any makeup is moisturize my skin well. And lately my routine has been using this by The Ordinary, this marine hyaluronic. It's like a water that's like kind of, it's not a toner. It says ultra lightweight hydration support with marine derived vegan water reservoirs, which I don't know. I just like it as like a little extra base of hydration. Like I'll just kind of put that on in the morning, and like I put a few drops into my hand and then I'll just kind of put that all over like this. Here, I'll even show you. It's just kind of like this like little drop like that. It's just like, you know, like a kind of a like watery kind of consistency. But I really like that. For some reason, the smell of it's kind of weird, but I'm like, if it's marine derived, maybe it's just something from the sea, which sometimes I think things from the sea don't smell very good, but they're really good for your skin, or maybe very good for your skin. Anyway, so I've been using that. I like to put that on before I put my moisturizer on. And then the moisturizer I've been using is one I just got given to by my sister, which thank you, sister, so much for giving me this. But it's the C.E.O. Protect and Repair Moisturizer by Sunday Riley. And the C.E.O. stands for vitamin C, E, and antioxidant. And it's this, and I've just started using this as a moisturizer. I've been using it for the last few days and I really have liked it a lot. I've been using it for my day cream. So I put that on and that feels really nice. I really like how it makes my skin feel. And I mean, I don't know all this jargon on some of these. Like this brand is supposed to be really good, Sunday Riley. But I don't know. I just feel like sometimes these products are very expensive because of all this jargon they put on them. Like it does this and that and that. And honestly, when you put stuff on the outside of your skin, it's good, but it's not as good as getting like nutrients like in your body. So I'm always big on, you know, drinking water and eating healthy and all that, and your skin will glow from the inside out as well. So anyway, sorry for that little rant. Anyway, so I've been using that and I really like it. I don't know, they just really help keep the wrinkles away when you use a good moisturizer. So the next thing that I use is, I went back to this recently because I swear I can't find an eye cream that works as well as this one, and it's the Dermalogica Total Eye Care with an SPF of 15. And I really like this because it actually has like a nice, like, it has kind of a peachy consistency to it. And so when I put that underneath my eyes, I always feel like that just adds kind of a little bit. I'm just going to go ahead and use it. I've already put some on, but it adds kind of like this under eye brightening kind of effect. And it also has the SPF, and I've used that for so long. I think I've used that way back into like my early 20s, and they still make it, and it's really good. I feel like Dermalogica kind of gets bypassed, but like I don't hear about them a lot, but they make really pretty good products, and I really like that. And I feel like it really helps, like even just this last week or two that I've been using it again, I feel like my eyes have looked a little less like dry and crepey, because they are starting to get a little crepier. But anyway, so that is the very first thing that I have been doing to prep my skin for, you know, concealer or a foundation. So first makeup product that I go in with is my NARS Natural. This is the Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, and this one is in the shade Sahel, and I only go in like with a tiny little bit, like literally just this little tiny bit on my hand. That's like all I take. And then I take my Real Techniques beauty sponge because I like it the best, and I just dab into this, and I just kind of barely touch this on my face. I zoomed you guys in a little bit, but I really only put that on like my cheeks, and this is damp, my beauty sponge. And I don't go in under my eyes with it because I try to keep as little product as possible like away from my eye area. I almost use this kind of a like beauty, like a BB cream now. I mean, I just go in with such a light amount. I just kind of cover up some of the like redder spots and like around my nose, just some of my little freckly areas. And I have this guy right now that I picked at, which I've been getting like more little spots like that lately, and I think it's my diet. I need to get my diet back in order here. I've been, you know, a little crazy over the holidays, and I need to get back on track. So anyways, and whatever, my hair's covering that up anyway. That is like all I do with the foundation, because I can't deal with a big old thick, I can't. I don't know. It just looks gross. And I like to go out and look like I don't have foundation on. So the next product that I've been using that I like and go in with is LA Girl Pro-Conceal. And it's just a little sample I got, but I don't know. It has this little kind of this little brush end on it. It was something I think I got in this like Ulta sample bag. I have a little bit of like kind of darkness underneath my eyes here, so I kind of go in with this, and I only go in to that like area with a small little touch, and I'll go up into the corner there because I always feel like it gets a little bit dark up there as well. So then I take my pinky, because it's like my smallest finger, and I kind of just drag and blend as I go. I'm like tapping and blending, and I really try and keep that just in that shadow, in that like shadowed area, because I feel like if I drag it down, it, you know, it doesn't really help with the shadow right in there. So I'm gonna go in with just a little bit more here. And this is just color correcting, because underneath my eye, it just needs a little bit of color correcting. And I'm starting to get like more defined wrinkles underneath my eye, up underneath here, which I don't know if you can see, but I just like the concealer that I use to be really light in those areas, because if I get it really thick, it starts to look cakey, and it makes me look 20 years older than I am. So who wants to look 20 more years older? Not me, not me. Okay, so then I've been using, once again, my Maracuja Creaseless Concealer by Tarte. And this is more for that like brightening effect. So then I go in with my ring fingers, I guess. And then I just take a little tiny bit and I like just warm it up in between my fingers. And then I also go in really lightly with this as well. So I just kind of like, and I'll put that kind of underneath more of the whole eye area. I just kind of like pat that in. And I really like this concealer because I feel like it's really moisturizing too. I've noticed that on other YouTube videos that I watch, women that have a lot more mature skin, they use this as well. And they use a very small amount, but yet it still brightens and it doesn't like seep into the creases and it looks really nice. So I just like how much that like brightens my under eye, because I tend to feel like I get darkness under my eyes, especially more. I feel like I've noticed it happening like more lately, and as it will, you know, as you age. And I'm one that has like darker circles anyway. I'm anemic a lot of the time. But, which I'm working on. I'm trying to figure that out. So I feel like that has like really brightened. And then I go in with another concealer actually. I'm gonna go in with this Infallible Pro-Glow concealer by L'Oreal. And I like this to just kind of like touch up my eyelid. Like I'll just put that on top to kind of blend that out to make it balance out the skin tone of my eyelids a little bit. And I also feel like, you know, it brightens up. So then I also like to take that same concealer and I'll go in here with my like laugh lines, like right up here by my nose and here, which, I mean, I like having laugh lines because, you know, it shows that I've been laughing in my life, but then they do kind of need to be highlighted if you want them to look a little bit brighter. So I just kind of blend that out. I kind of use this for like highlighting a bit, and my bangs are kind of covering up my forehead, but normally I go in and like kind of just like touch that up too. And I like to use my finger a lot for like blending stuff in. It like takes a little bit longer, but I always feel like it blends in well, and then it doesn't soak up a bunch of product like your beauty sponge. With your beauty sponge, I like to just go in and go back over everything because that kind of just picks up the like any extra product. So that is just the concealer placed down. So, I mean, it helps a little bit. It's brightened up a lot more than it was. And then I go in very lightly with a, like kind of another little like fluffier brush. This is another Real Techniques brush. This is the Deluxe Crease brush. And I do have wrinkles enough right underneath here where I will take a little bit of powder. Now, I do not bake underneath my eyes. Like, talking about looking 100 years old, you'll look 100 years old real quick if you're my age, and you go in and like bake and cake. Like, that's just what it's gonna be. It's like bake and cake. It looks disgusting. So when you have like fine lines under your eyes, you do not want to do that. I know there's a lot of YouTubers out there that like go in and they put a ton of makeup underneath their eyes and a ton of powder and it looks perfect, and it's because they don't have any fine lines or wrinkles. So I take the smallest bit. This is my Becca, what is this? This is my Becca Under Eye Brightening Setting Powder, and I just put a tiny little bit there in the cap. I don't know if you can see how much that is, but it's not very much. And I literally like take a little bit onto my brush, and then I even like tap all that off. Like I tap a bunch of it off because I don't want a lot of powder, but I don't want these fine lines to like, I don't want the makeup to move basically. Like this really helps keep the concealer from moving a lot. And I want that. I want it to not move. So once you have your concealer the way you like it, go in with a touch of powder, and then it will set the makeup underneath there. I was using the Laura Mercier, which I think is a little bit better than this one before, but it's not cruelty-free, and I try to use as many cruelty-free products as I can. And it always really helps your under eye creasing if you use a moisturizer. Like, it's really important to use a moisturizer because that really helps with the fine lines and wrinkles as well. All right, you guys, so this is the base now. So this is it. See, it's much more brighter. I feel like my skin's a little bit more even toned, but it's not like just a cake face, which, I mean, I've come on here before and you guys can probably tell when I have like a heavier foundation on. Maybe with the camera lights and everything, it doesn't show up. Like, I look like I have much more flawless skin, but in reality, using just this light amount of makeup looks a lot better in real life. So I like how this looks. And even if on camera it doesn't look quite as perfected, I think that it looks better in real life. So that's what I'm trying to show you guys today. So now I'm gonna go ahead and go throw on some makeup and I will show you the full finished look. All right, you guys, so this is it. This is the finished face look with makeup on. So it always adds a little extra boost to, you know, your base when you add a little bit of color to the cheeks and eye makeup. And I'm actually gonna be doing this eye makeup look in another video that I am doing, kind of another series that I'm starting. So look out for that. And I really like it. I really like just how my face feels. It doesn't feel cakey. I don't feel like I look like I have a ton of fine lines, and I don't feel like I've aged myself. Anyways, that is it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, of course, and I'll put a couple videos up at the end of this that you guys can click on and watch if you're interested, and like and comment because it gives me all those feel good feels. So anyways, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.